Nobody thought this was possible. Because how can you explain that a player who already produced what many people call the greatest individual World Cup campaign in football history somehow came back 4 years later and became even better? What Lionel Messi is doing simply doesn't make sense. Just think about what he did in Qatar. He scored in the group stage against Saudi Arabia and Mexico. He scored against Australia in the round of 16. He scored and assisted against the Netherlands in the quarter-finals. He produced a masterclass against Croatia in the semi-finals. Then he scored twice in the greatest World Cup final ever played against France. 7 goals, 3 assists. Goal contributions in every knockout round. It looked like the perfect World Cup, a tournament nobody would ever top, not even Messi himself. And yet, at 39 years old, Lionel Messi is somehow having the greatest World Cup of his career. A hat-trick against Algeria, a brace against Austria, a goal against Jordan, another against Cape Verde, a goal and an assist against Egypt, an assist against Switzerland, then 2 more assists to eliminate England in the semi-finals, 8 goals, 4 assists, 12 goal contributions in just 7 matches. He is the top scorer of the tournament, the top assist provider, the player with the most Man of the Match awards, and with 21 World Cup goals, he has become the all-time top scorer in the history of the competition.
When Messi switch on, everybody gets scared, even the fans, even us.
His career numbers are now almost impossible to believe. More than 1,160 professional matches, over 900 goals, more than 400 assists, and now he has also become the greatest assist provider in World Cup history. But honestly, the numbers don't even tell the full story, because Messi will stop being the best footballer in the world only when he decides to. At 39 years old, he still controls games better than anyone else. He still controls defenders. He still controls entire tournaments. And when it comes to Argentina, he changed absolutely everything. He ended a 28-year wait for a major trophy. He became a World Cup champion, a back-to-back Copa America champion, a finalissima winner, one of the leaders of the longest unbeaten run in Argentina's history. He helped Argentina win in Bolivia for the first time in 15 years, in Peru for the first time in 16 years, and beat Brazil away for the first time ever in World Cup qualifying. He is Argentina's all-time top scorer, Argentina's all-time top assist provider, and now he is back in another World Cup final. But here's where things become truly unbelievable. Because if Lionel Messi wins the World Cup on Sunday, he will achieve something no male footballer has ever achieved before. He would become a back-to-back World Cup champion, while also being a back-to-back Copa America champion. A double back-to-back, something football has simply never seen. And we're not talking about a player who just happened to be there. We're talking about the man who made the difference in every single one of those trophies. Nobody has forgotten his performances at the 2021 Copa America. Nobody has forgotten his speech before the Maracana final.
Esta copa se tenía que jugar en Argentina. Y Dios la trajo acá. Dios la trajo acá para que la levantemos en el Maracaná, muchachos. Para que sea más lindo para todos. Así que salgamos confiados y tranquilos que esta la vamos a llevar para casa.
Nobody has forgotten the goal against Mexico that kept Argentina alive. The Battle of Lusail. The way he danced past Joško Gvardiol against Croatia. The 2 goals against France in the World Cup final, or the tears that rolled down his face when he left the Copa America final against Colombia injured. And trust me, nobody will forget what he's doing at this World Cup either. If there were still any doubts about Messi, this tournament has completely erased them. Against England alone, he completed 9 successful dribbles. 9. That's more than Cristiano Ronaldo managed across his last 4 World Cups combined. Want even more context? Cristiano finished 5 World Cups with 8 goals and 2 assists. Messi already has 8 goals and 4 assists in this World Cup alone. Those aren't opinions, those are facts.
No sé cuántas veces lo dije, pero mientras él quiera va a ser el mejor. Yo pienso eso y no porque sea su entrenador.
By eliminating England, Messi completed another chapter of football history. Just like Maradona did in 1986, he knocked England out while being the best player on the pitch. He has now reached back-to-back World Cup finals, just like Diego. And on Sunday, he has the chance to do what only Pelé has ever done: win 2 World Cups. If Messi lifts the trophy in New Jersey, he won't become the greatest footballer of all time. He already is. He might just become the greatest athlete the world has ever seen. Don't believe me? Take a look at this. And now we need to talk about the biggest argument of all. Lionel Messi has not only carried Argentina into another World Cup final, he has ended the greatest of all-time debate. And I know what some people are going to say. Pelé won 3 World Cups. That is the wall. That is the argument. That is the comparison that for decades looked impossible to touch. But when we talk about the greatest footballer of all time, we cannot reduce an entire career to a collective trophy cabinet. And I'm going to prove it to you. Pelé played 4 World Cups. He won 3. He scored 12 goals in 14 matches, and he became the eternal symbol of Brazil. But be careful. In 1962, Pelé got injured early and barely participated in the tournament, and his final World Cup came when he was only 29 years old. Messi is playing his 6th World Cup at 39. He is already the all-time top scorer in World Cup history with 21 goals, and he has just taken Argentina to another World Cup final. Since turning 30, Messi has scored more World Cup goals than most legends scored in their entire careers. Pelé became eternal because of what he did when he was young. Messi is eternal because he dominated when he was young, when he was mature, and now when he is old.
Never to be replicated.
And the scariest part is this: Messi has not only reached Pelé's World Cup legacy, he is 1 match away from touching a zone nobody thought was possible. If Argentina win the 2026 World Cup, Messi will become a back-to-back world champion. Something we have not seen since Brazil in 1958 and 1962, but with one brutal difference. Messi would be an absolute protagonist in both titles, champion in Qatar with 7 goals, decisive in every knockout round. And now in 2026, he reaches the final with 8 goals and 4 assists before the final. A barbarity. Then comes Maradona, and this has to be said without fear. Diego Maradona was the greatest myth in Argentine football, but Messi has already surpassed the complete comparison. Maradona had Mexico 86, the hand of God. The goal of the century. Epic. And in 1986, he was directly involved in 10 of Argentina's 14 goals and created 27 big chances. It may still be the most iconic individual peak in World Cup history, but Messi did something Diego could never do. He repeated greatness again and again. In Qatar 2022, Messi was directly involved in 10 of Argentina's 15 goals, created 21 big chances, and won the World Cup at 35. 4 years later, at 39, he is back in another final. 7 matches, 8 goals, 4 assists, 11 big chances. And this is not coincidence. Maradona had a peak of 5 or 6 years. Messi has spent 2 decades being decisive. Diego was chaos, fire, and myth. Messi is controlled chaos, precision, numbers from another planet, and impossible longevity. Then there is Cristiano Ronaldo. And here the comparison no longer survives much pressure. Cristiano is one of the greatest goal scorers in football history, but at World Cups, Messi has left him behind brutally. Cristiano played 6 World Cups, 27 matches, 11 wins, 11 goals, 2 assists. His best result was a semi-final in 2006. Messi also played 6 World Cups, but he has 33 matches, 23 wins, 21 goals, 12 assists, and 3 World Cup finals as a starter. Cristiano never played a World Cup final. Messi lost 1, won 1, and now he is going for the 3rd. Against England, he did not score, but he gave the 2 assists in the comeback. He created 4 chances, completed 8 dribbles, won 10 duels, and was named player of the match. If Messi does not score, he assists. If he does not assist, he generates. If he does not run, he thinks. If he does not appear in the box, he appears before the box even exists. And finally, there is Kylian Mbappe, the heir, the future, the monster threatening every record. He already has 20 World Cup goals. He was fighting for the Golden Boot. He has a World Cup. He played the 2022 final. He is unstoppable. He does not stop scoring. But this is not everything. At the 2026 World Cup, with Mbappe in his physical prime and Messi at 39 years old, both have 8 goals. The difference? Messi leads because he has 4 assists. Mbappe has 3. Mbappe is a beast at finishing. Messi is still a finisher, creator, assister and brain. That is the difference between greatness and totality. Pelé has the World Cups. Maradona has the myth, Cristiano has the goals, Mbappe has the future, but Messi has everything. Goals, assists, titles, club dominance, national team glory, finals, longevity, magic, intelligence, and relevance at 39 years old. This is why the conversation is over. Messi did not just win the World Cup, he made the World Cup his final argument. He turned the tournament that once punished him into the stage that completed him. And now, one match away from the double back-to-back, he is not chasing history anymore. He is bending it. No player has ever combined peak, longevity, numbers, creativity, trophies, beauty, and World Cup legacy like this. And this is the final argument. Messi is not playing this World Cup as a fixed striker. He is not playing as a classic number 10. He is not even playing the same role in every match. He is changing function depending on what Argentina need. And this is not coincidence. In the group stage, he was the finisher. In the first knockout rounds, he became the saviour. And when the tournament reached its biggest matches, he became the director of every attack. Against Algeria, Argentina started in a 4-4-2, with Messi next to Lautaro, but constantly dropping away from the box to receive between midfield and defence. And when Algeria pushed their line higher, Messi attacked the spaces and ended the game as the finisher. The decisive play was the first goal. De Paul found the vertical pass, Messi received between the lines, turned in one movement and fired from outside the box into the corner. That genius opened the game. Then came the hat-trick. That night, Messi became the first footballer to play in 6 World Cups, reached 200 matches for Argentina, became the oldest player ever to score a World Cup hat-trick, and reached Miroslav Klose's 16 World Cup goals, a barbarity. Against Austria, the role changed. Austria pressed high and controlled some stretches after Messi missed a penalty. For the 1-0, Almada carried the ball and played it wide to Medina. The cross came in, Almada let it run, and Messi arrived from behind to finish first time into the far corner. He was not waiting like a striker. He read the defensive movement and attacked the free space. He reached 5 goals in 2 matches and scored in 6 consecutive World Cup games, numbers from another planet. Against Jordan, Messi started on the bench, but when Jordan scored and Argentina lost control, Scaloni needed order again. Messi entered, moved close to McAllister and Almada, attracted markers, and started generating fouls around the box. The decisive action was the free kick for the 3-1. Messi created the foul, studied the goalkeeper, waiting for the shot over the wall, and instead hit it low to the opposite side. That goal was his 19th in World Cups, and it made him the first player to score in 7 consecutive World Cup matches, surpassing just Fontaine and Jairzinho. This is not coincidence. This is the most decisive footballer alive. Against Cape Verde, Argentina needed him in an even deeper way, so Messi became the system. He dropped, he carried, he dribbled, he forced fouls, and he finished the play himself. The opening goal came from a long pass by Lisandro Martinez. Messi controlled it with direction, eliminated the defender with his first touch, and finished high before the goalkeeper could close the angle. With that finish, he reached 20 World Cup goals, became the first player to play 30 matches in the competition, and extended his scoring streak to 8 consecutive World Cup games. Against Egypt, he became the saviour. Egypt blocked the inside lanes and punished Argentina's losses. Messi missed a penalty, hit the post with a free kick, and with Argentina losing 2-0, he abandoned the role of second striker completely and became the centre of everything. First, he created the assist for Cuti Romero. Then came the most decisive moment. Messi attacked down the right, beat defenders, crossed, and followed the play. After the clearance, the ball came back to him, and without controlling it, he hit the volley to make it 2-2. That goal changed the emotional state of the match and opened the comeback. He reached 21 World Cup goals, 9 consecutive World Cup matches scoring, 6 straight knockout matches scoring, and 8 goals in the tournament, surpassing the 7 he scored in Qatar. And the scariest part? He did it when Argentina had no other answer. Against Switzerland, Messi moved from scoring to creating. Switzerland pressed high and closed his open play spaces, so Leo found another route, set pieces. For the 1-0, he delivered a prepared corner to the near post for McAllister's run. The precision of the delivery killed the Swiss pressure and and put Argentina ahead when they still could not build cleanly. His scoring streak ended, but he played his 15th knockout match, reached 32 World Cup appearances, and arrived at 10 World Cup assists. And then came England. Argentina attacked in a 4-4-2 and defended in a 4-5-1, leaving Messi free while Julian dropped to the left. In the second half, England sat deeper, and Messi started moving across the edge of the box, attracting defenders and freeing the runs of Enzo and McAllister. And when Argentina needed the decisive action, Messi directed the comeback. He finished with 2 assists. The key one came after the equaliser. Messi received on the right, eliminated the first rival, and lifted his head. Instead of shooting into the block, he found Lautaro's movement between the centre-backs and put the cross exactly where it had to go. 2-1, England broken, Argentina in another World Cup final, and Messi once again was player of the match. 2 assists in a World Cup semi-final at 39 years old. He now has 12 World Cup assists, 10 in knockout rounds, and 3 World Cup finals as a starter. That is the final proof. Messi is no longer dominating matches in only one way, he is dominating every possible version of a match. That is why this World Cup feels different, because Messi is not just surviving at 39, he is controlling the tournament. 7 matches, 8 goals, 4 assists, 12 direct goal contributions, and Argentina are 1 match away from the double back-to-back Copa America, back-to-back World Cup, something no men's national team has ever done. And if Messi wins this final, the conversation ends forever. This has to be said without fear. If Lionel Messi lifts the 2026 World Cup, he will not just be remembered as one of the greatest, he will become the greatest footballer this sport has ever seen.